and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, after a 16-year run where they made the playoffs 15 times and won the NBA title in 2011, the Dallas Mavericks have missed the postseason the last 3 years. But by bringing in 2019 Rookie of the Year Luka Doncic and trading for All-Star Kristaps Porzingis, there's a lot of confidence in Dallas that they will soon be back in the hunt. Kevin?
Seems like they are. Thanks, D.A. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Van Vliet and Lowry are the 1 and the 2. And it's McCaw in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. Hey, Smitty, when a team underperforms early in the season, fans tend to go crazy. I mean, they just can't figure out why this is happening. But what are the players saying to each other on the bench when they're traveling in the locker room?
You know, I think when you're having great communication, Kevin, when guys amongst each other, you're trying to get through it, you're working through it. Whether you get through it or not is fine. I think there's a sign that things are going wrong. Kevin, you hear about these player-only meetings. When you start having 2 or 3 of those, that's when the ship is starting to go south.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Gasol. It's rebounded by Dallas. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Now here's Van Vliet. Here's McCall. Outside Lowry. From deep three-point range. No good on the shot. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. A pass to Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Lowry against Hardaway. Lowry passes to Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Brunson with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Doncic left side. And Gasol sends it back.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
Here's McCaw. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Over Siakam. And too long on the shot.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
They grab their own miss. Here's Gasol. And that one is off. The Mavericks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And Marjanovic with the slam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Lowry. Pass to Gasol. Now Van Vliet, guarded by Marjanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
The Mavericks trailing. Brunson scanning the floor. He dishes it to Doncic. Inside, here's Marjanovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Marc Gasol.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Lowry for 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
A threat from anywhere on the floor. Lowry does it with skill, and he does it with toughness.
Now here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The rebound by Gasol. Raptors leading by 3. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist by Siakam. Lowry's got 5 points so far. For Dallas, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. Down low, here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now, here's Lowry. He's got 5. From downtown, it's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks trail by 3. Kicks it to Hardaway. Over Lowry. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. The pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
And here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Porzingis finds Hardaway. Here's Brunson. Lowry covering. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now Van Vliet. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Pass to Gasol. Shoots over Brunson. And that one hits back iron.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take one step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise and frustration.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness grade, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
Both shots good from the stripe. Steve, there are certain players, as we know, who can really back you up and get you on your heels, and then they hit the brakes and they hit you with a pull-up jumper. They're very tough to defend.
Kevin, you said it best. Being able to hit the brakes and stop on a dime, I think is James Harden, Steph Curry, C.J. McCollum, Kyrie Irving. Those are some of those names where guys can go in fast pace, fast motion, then stop and pull up and be on balance and knock down the shot.
Here's Siakam. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
Having a big who can run the floor is obviously a value. What I like about Siakam, he can finish in so many ways.
Now here's Barea. 9 points last game out. On the wing, Doncic. Sinks the three-pointer. Doncic has got 5.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Passes to Siakam. Outside Lowry. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Doncic. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Here's Gasol. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
No good on that one.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Good on the second free throw. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Van Vliet. A wide open look for Gasol. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Capable of making shots, Marc Gasol able to do everything you want at that center position.
Right outside. They get a hand on it. Powell, the pass to Wright over Ibaka. Dallas, no good that time either. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Raptors. Leading by 5. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And Wright pulls it down. And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Barea. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Toronto leading by 3. Outside Gasol. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Curry's checked in for Dallas. Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Powell. No points in the game yet for him. The feed to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through as Serge himself at the rim.
Now here's Doncic. He has 7. It's not going to go for him. And Toronto will come the other way. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Powell kicks to Curry. There's the pass to Doncic. Curry against Ibaka. Curry attacking and fan heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. You saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the players?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to get more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season start, just to reinforcing and stating the rules.
Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. And both free throws good for Curry.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Van Vliet looking around. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Wright. It's deflected. 1:21 left to play here in the first. The shot by Powell, no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Right side. To the middle. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Wright.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Here's Van Vliet. 7 points in the game. Pass to Johnson. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Toronto leading by 4. It's Powell on the wing. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Kleba. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Doncic with it. Clock at 4. No good with the elbow jumper. Here's Van Vliet. And it's off from three-point range. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
2.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. 7 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lets it go with a 3. The shot, no good. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Raptors lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's just fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Kleba in at the 5. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. And so here is Dallas. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Van Vliet. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. And Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Now Lowry, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go, knocks down the three ball.
And that's a good job of spotting up by Serge Ibaka. He's good in those catch-and-shoot situations.
And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Just 3 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Monday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East would definitely turn some heads.
Passes it to Anunoby. Outside Lowry. The three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hardaway kicks to Brunson. Shoots over Powell. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start him.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Lowry, and the rejection by Marjanovic. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Out to Hardaway. The 3-ball hits the 3-point bomb. Hardaway has got the game tied up here for the Mavs. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's the floater. Lowry's shot is good. Lowry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And there are guys who can drive like Lowry, but not many that can shoot as well, too. That's what opens up his penetration game.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Porzingis against Siakam. Fades. Porzingis can't hit. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Brunson kicks to Curry. Fires for 3. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Good work defensively by Lowry.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Offensive rebound. Curry. Pass to Porzingis. Over Siakam. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. Raptors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And here is Siakam. 29 points for him last game against Portland.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot.
Oh!
Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Anunoby, guarded by Porzingis. And a wide open look for Siakam. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Hardaway against Siakam. Got a hand on it.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Let's check out the NBA's best three-point threats. Well, you look at Doncic, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Seth Curry, two behind him.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because the strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players would have been gone.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Anunoby. Barea against Lowry. Mavericks with the rebound. Marjanovic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Hardaway kicks to Barea. Back to Hardaway. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Hardaway hits them both. Here's McCall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The pass to Lowry. Pass to Siakam. Here's McCall. Just 5 to shoot. All sorts of time. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Curry attacking. It's good. This game is all even. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Raptors. Dishes it to Gasol. And it's good for 2. Gasol's got 8 points.
Finding an opportunity inside. It's a good read by Marc Gasol. He's one of our high IQ players that we have.
Barea, the pass to Hardaway. Back to Barea. Over Lowry. And the rejection by Lowry. Teardrop shot. Hollis Jefferson, good. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
And Lowry has no problem setting up teammates. He strikes a good balance between passing and scoring.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now Barea. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And here we go. Here's Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Excellent hands. Marc Gasol picks up more steals than you realize.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, the 5-time All-Star Kyle Lowry has made a career of proving his doubters wrong. You ask me, I think he's still underrated.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Luka Doncic comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's DeLon Wright in for Curry. The Raptors also with a sub. Van Vliet's checked in. And you ask Lowry, he's always felt underestimated. Smitty, what do people overlook about him?
You know, I think, Kevin, is his defense first and foremost. He's a top 10 point guard at both ends of the floor. That's what makes him very special. That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Raptors leading by 6. Now, here's Siakam. He's got 8. And Siakam throws it down.
This is the modern-day big. Siakam can stretch you out and can hurt you right at the rim.
Barea kicks to Powell. Back to Barea. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And a quick review looking at some numbers here for Marc Gasol. He's averaging about 19 points per, 8 rebounds and 4 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or two on him, but that's easier said than done.
Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, an athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a 2-guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Barea with it. Doesn't go for him. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Gasol kicks to Powell. Pocket 6. They get it back. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
To the paint. Here's Kleba. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Raptors leading by 10. 1:35 left to play here in the half. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Doncic passes to Kleba. Shoots from 8. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. Johnson's checked in. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. Second, Luka Doncic.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
Teams benefit so much from having these guys at the small forward position that can pass. It's like having 2 point guards on the floor.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23, and he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Free throw drops for Wright. Toronto leading by 5. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Gasol. And that's going to be a travel.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Kleba over Johnson. Good D by Johnson.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Here's Gasol, and finished off by Gasol.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
A big-time effort for Marc Gasol, providing a lot of energy for the Toronto Raptors. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
Marc Gasol playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 steal. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
There may be flashier centers than Marc Gasol, but few are more effective. Always seems to be in the right position, and you saw that in the first half. He can shoulder the scoring load in stretches.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
The thing I like is their aggressive approach and getting to the line. You know, when things seem to stagnate on offense, it's sometimes a matter of forcing your will. This team can generate a lot of points and also dictate the pace of the game if they play with that aggressiveness.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Marc Gasol.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Van Vliet and Lowry are the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. And it's McCaw in at the small forward position. Toronto on defense. They've led by as much as 10. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Raptors leading by 5. Here's Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. Keeps it alive. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 11 points.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Siakam misses.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Now here's Van Vliet. Brunson covering.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
The dish now to Doncic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And the first one drops.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
All 3 throws good from Doncic. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. Outside for Gasol. And the 3 off target.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. On the wing, Doncic. 15 points in the game. For the lead, Marjanovic.
Causing havoc for offenses. Siakam gives you great energy and focus to go along with that length.
And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Doncic right side. Hardaway for three. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Over Siakam. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Siakam against Marjanovic, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
And he makes the first.
You have to give Pascal Siakam a lot of credit. He's continued to improve the shooting percentage both from the field and the line.
Siakam hits them both.
Well, last season, Pascal Siakam more than doubled his scoring. Dramatic improvement as a shooter from the perimeter and the line.
Poked loose. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's McCaw. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And we've seen his shooting improve. But Siakam also very dangerous off the bounce.
Yeah, reason why, Kevin, he's becoming a great ball handler. They trust him to press the attack and to get into the lane.
Brunson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Marc Gasol. That one falls for Brunson. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Raptors. Good on both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Raptors leading by 3. Lowry passes to Ibaka. 2 points. That one goes. Ibaka's got 7 points.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot him for a very high percentage.
Doncic feeling it out. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Van Vliet. It's blocked. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And Doncic gets it to go. 17 points in the game.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And the Raptors also making a change. OG Anunoby's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Ibaka finds Siakam. And then jammed down right as he goes over Marjanovic.
You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Luka Doncic. Second in three-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And back to your point, he's second in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Buries it from three-point range. Porzingis has got 15.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. Number 5, Kyle Lowry.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a two-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
It just illustrates the level of effort that the guys on that list play with every night. They're willing to do all the things to help their teams win, and rebounding is a big part of it. It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Doncic passes to Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Toronto. They've led by as much as 10. Ibaka finds Lowry. For the 3. And the Raptors miss again. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry dishes to Doncic. The offensive rebound for the tie. Now the pass to Brunson for the lead. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Lowry. Here's McCaw. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 8 now on the night.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
And here's Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. First one falls for him. Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Powell's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Raptors leading by 3. Lowry passes to Powell. Here's Anunoby. Back to Powell. Five on the clock. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. Yeah, the defender all over him.
No good on the free throw. Wright, he's checked in for Dallas. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Toronto. And he sinks the second. Here's Powell. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Powell. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Lowry. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Wright kicks to Curry. Deflects the pass. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
J.J. Barea checked in for Curry. And Toronto also making a switch. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Pass to Ibaka. Lowry against Wright. Lowry drives in, and it's Wright sending it back. Powell. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. From deep, Barea. The rebound by Ibaka. Raptors with the lead. Johnson inside. Powell's there. Johnson's shot is off.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Doncic, no good.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1 3, and that was in the first half.
They grabbed their own miss. Ibaka, no good that time. Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Barea, the pass to Porzingis for the lead, but they'll get another chance. Here's Powell for the tie. He lays it in. Powell's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Barea kicks to Porzingis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
The Raptors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Two.
The first one falls. Dallas making a switch here. Kleber's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Mavericks trailing. Barea looking for an opening. There's the pass to Wright. to the middle. Here's Doncic for the lead. Barea, no good. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. Ooh, the double clutch.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Lowry. He's around 18 points per game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Serge Ibaka. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
A shot blocking man of the world. Ibaka can tell you, not in my house, in at least 4 languages.
Doncic passes to Barea. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barea's got 7 points.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Powell against Barea. Pass to Ibaka. Outside Lowry. Back to Ibaka. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And Doncic. Here we go. Bucket is good. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Powell. It's tipped. And there's another turnover by the Raptors.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Powell. 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. Here's Barea. He dishes it to Powell. The shot missing. And Toronto will come the other way. Down low, Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And once you let Johnson near the rim, it's you against his strength and will.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. They host the Spurs after this one. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. It's stolen by Lowry. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Doncic. Marcus All's checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for Kyle Lowry.
One shot.
That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Powell against Barea. Here's Porzingis. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got 3 assists in the game. .106 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's VanVleet. He's got 9. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Absolutely, but at the same time, you want to get a good shot.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Powell kicks to Johnson. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Dallas shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Porzingis can't hit. Raptors with the lead. Now Van Vliet. For three. Sinks the triple. Van Vliet's got 12. Now here's Barea. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Toronto Raptors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. J.J. Barea is out there with Wright, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. On defense, Dallas trailing by 5. Passes it to McCaw. Gasol up top. 5 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Pulls up on the wing. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. Barea against Johnson. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Jalen Brunson, who's checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Van Vliet. Brunson covering. Right side Gasol. Powell with the steal. Right side Porzingis to the paint. Here's Wright. It's blocked. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Pass to Brunson. Outside, Porzingis. Clock at 6. The pass to Hardaway. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Pulls up on the elbow. A shot by Johnson, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Brunson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Marc Gasol.
Clearly a foul.
And that one misses. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Curry comes in for Wright. Then for the Raptors, Siakam is checked in for Stanley Johnson. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Good on the second free throw. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Toronto working the ball around now. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Brunson with it. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Good D by Siakam.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Doncic is checked in for Seth Curry. Doncic outside. He kicks it to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Puts up a three. Here's Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half. And that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Now here's Van Vliet. Guarded closer. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Van Vliet. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. He hits both from the stripe. Mavericks trail by 6. Down low. Here's Porzingis to the left wing. Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. That's tipped. Doncic with the steal. Right side Hardaway. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Lowry can't get it to go.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Out to Hardaway, and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And here is Van Vliet. Passes to Lowry. Lots of room. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Raptors lead by 5. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Doncic passes to Brunson. Back to Doncic. Pass to Brunson. And here's Porzingis. Hardaway for 3. It's good from long range.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
Here's Van Vliet. And there's the pass to McCaw. From deep, Gasol gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Not giving an inch. Gasol quickly back with the 3 at this end.
Outside Hardaway. to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Brunson's got 10 points in just the second half. Toronto leading by 3. Pass to McCaw. Back to Van Vliet. Lowry against Doncic. Feeds to Gasol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Gasol is just a big boy in the paint. There's not much you can do outside of fouling him when he has the ball in a good spot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
It's interesting, Gasol entered the league as a big guy with raw tools. Now one of the most highly skilled centers in the game.
He's perfect from the line this time. Mavericks trail by 5. Now Brunson. He feeds it to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Out to Hardaway. The 3. Toronto grabs the miss. McCaw has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the basket by Lowry.
That's how you run the fast break. Lowry is a total pro when it comes to leading it.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Porzingis. Over Siakam. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Toronto calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Marc Gasol.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And so here's Toronto. They've led by as much as 10. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Now here is Hardaway. To the inside, Doncic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Now just a 1-point Raptor lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lowry against Hardaway. Now here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Not going to go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. It's Hardaway with the drive. And then Hardaway with the dunk. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Siakam kicks to Lowry. And it's blocked. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Brunson. He feeds it to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Over Siakam. Porzingis can't hit. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 1-point game, and the basket by Lowry.
What a move by Lowry. He can create shots with his handles.
Dallas has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Doncic outside. There's the feed to Hardaway. Can't hit from in close. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Lowry up top, guarded by Hardaway. That one goes in. And now it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. That 3 off the mark. Toronto leading by 4. Lowry drawing the double team. Here's McCaw. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Floats it up there for Siakam. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
You know, he's able to shoulder more and more of the load offensively. Siakam's star continues to rise.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic with it. Porzingis looking it over. Doncic finds Hardaway. Now here's Marjanovic. To the paint. To end the run. Lays it up and banks it in.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Raptors leading by 4. Toronto calls timeout. Dallas on defense. Trailing by 4. Siakam, good.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance. Able to complete the play through contact.
Now here's Brunson. Covered by Van Vliet. And here is Doncic. Back to Brunson. His 3-pointers off the mark. Now the Raptors moving it up. Pulls up. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Dallas has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Doncic, no good. Got a piece of it. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Doncic outside. The pass to Marjanovic. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Toronto with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Hardaway against Lowry. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 10-point Toronto lead.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Raptors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Pascal Siakam.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 8-point game. Here's Porzingis. Good with the fadeaway.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And that's an intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
In a discussion of great two-way players in this league, sometimes Lowry gets overlooked, and that's a mistake.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 7. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Maria, the pass to Brokaw. No good with the triple. And so it's Toronto winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Mark. It seemed like you guys came out early. You wanted to jump on him, and that would control the game. Was that what was going on?
Yes, and we started out that way, and that was limped away a little bit. But, we're learning, we're getting better, and, just a process.
You guys really coming together. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.